Sometimes you'll be designing an interface and you'll realize that this is the amount of balloon clutter that's basically messing up your entire UI, and you don't know how to get any of it under control, and it is just causing one giant mess and nothing is seemingly controllable. And to deal with this situation exactly in the land of UX design is a clean little principle called chunking that you might not know about, so let's just talk about it. Alright, so when you have an interface that has a lot of different elements and you don't know where to put them, and they're kind of all really going off in their own directions and you don't know what to do with them, chunking is the process that's going to let you clean it all up, get it under control. Chunking means taking in a lot of information and breaking it into small, easy steps to understand exactly what we're dealing with. So you're going to take all of the things that we have inside of your page, inside of your UI, inside of your elements. You're going to take all of it, and now we're going to start breaking this down into smaller logical chunks just so we can have groups that make a little bit of sense. So for example, in the example of these balloons, I'm going to start by creating really simple chunks of things that I can definitely decide. So for example, let's start by chunking them according to colors. This blue and this blue definitely go together, so I'm going to chunk them into one. I cannot tie a knot for the life of me, so this is going to hurt my fingers while I do it, but still we're doing this in the name of UX design. Chunk number 1, I'm trying to get these all into one singular group. Alright, this is our green chunk. It kind of looks like a tree, which I'm really proud of, but every green element that we could ever have is exactly over here. This is our blue chunk. Every blue element that was cluttering up the entirety of our mess is over here. Now we're going to make a white chunk, and it's going to have this cute little teddy. Here we go. Alright. And then we have our leftover objects, and you can make a miscellaneous chunk of them if you want, or you can just let them be individually. But with that done, here's what we've achieved instead of the mess that we were dealing with. So in the very beginning of this video, I could not lift the number of balloons that were cluttering up the entirety of my space. And now check this out, guys. This is my green chunk. This is my white chunk. This is the blue one, which I can't hold. This is the red chunk. I'm trying to hold all of these chunks at once. And then you have a couple of these individual ones. So there is a singular yellow one and a singular orange one right there. So these are my chunks, and I'm trying to hold them together as best I can. So with this, we've essentially broken down every single piece of clutter that we had into clear, simple groups of data. This is exactly how your users like to look at things. This is exactly how information can be better understood when you're the person designing an interface. And I bring this up because sometimes you're working with a form and it literally has such a lot of data inside itself, and it just makes you just go buzz because you just don't know what to do with all of this data now. And in UX design, it's almost always a good idea to try to group related elements together, try to create similar fields so that you can end up with chunks of your own, and they provide you with protection from your users abandoning your site.